he's right, he's very good.
Yeah, he's been a great old horse right throughout his career, and once he found the front tonight, he was always going to be hard to beat, and he did it really comfortably.
He certainly did. He's always been a striking type of looking horse, hasn't he, Chris? And always had that speed, but also toughness as he's certainly got stronger and older.
Yeah, that's right. And, he's probably not up to the normal grade free-for-allers now, but in that class, he's really good.
Now that you've been in the system for a while, your confidence level must be getting on an all-time high too.
Yeah, for sure. It's always handy when you're driving nice horses that can do that sort of work like he did tonight, and driving for good trainers and that always helps. A couple other kids lost their claim now, so starting to pick up a few nice drives as well off them. So yeah, it's all working out well at the moment.
Yeah, and yourself, like obviously just going around more often too, it's got to be a help, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Took me a little while to sort of know the horses, like you said, but once you sort of know what you're driving and know the drivers around you and the other horses, it gets a little bit easier, as you said.
Overall, that's not a bad return.
No, whenever I get worried about what she hasn't won, I always get the money out and run through it. And I think, well, that's all right. So, yeah, I get over it pretty quickly when she runs second, Robbie.
Yeah, no, I figured that out, and it was a good run tonight. She got into a nice spot and brought up her 6th lifetime win. She's had 123 starts, and just looking at her, she's in tip-top order.
Well, you can thank my daughter Lyndall for that, because she looks after her all the time and keeps her nice and healthy and feeds her and washes her and rugs her and does all the things that I'd be a little bit too lazy to do, and that's why she looks so well.
Got a beautiful trip behind the leader, and once the opening came up, he took a little while to wind up in the sprint lane, but once he hit the top gear, he really let down quick, Chris.
Yeah, he did. Worked out really well with Jeff's horse holding the front, and he travelled really strong behind it. And once he got the run, he was always going to be finishing off well. He just sort of knocked off a bit when he hit the front, but yeah, he's a really nice horse.
We know he's a quality horse, and he was very strong going to the line.
He was, Robbie. Yeah, he certainly was a big drop in class for him tonight from what he's been running against. Like, they were nice horses tonight, but he was just sort of a bit of a higher class than them. But everything still had to go right. He went back earlier. There was a bit of speed, like you said, and a few of them got used up a little bit early, and then they backed off, so popped around, and he got quite keen again in the death. And Kate sort of didn't find much up the back, so I sort of was forced to go the front a long way out, and he got tired on line, but he did a good job. He went up the back pretty solid, and he kept marching. He's strong like that.
It's really going to be, you had the job ahead of you, Chris, to be making up that ground, and for her to be able to do that, I thought it was a terrific performance.
It was, Rob. She was, as you said, it was a slow lead, so the better ones got up the front, which was a bit of a worry, but she really felt good, and they sprinted up real strong down the back, and she travelled into it well, and once She Envy come out on the turn and give us the cover around the bend, she travelled again and then sprinted up the straight really well.
You were in the right spot and got a break, and despite the challenges, you were able to race away.
Yeah, absolutely. No, really proud of what this horse has been able to achieve for us. This term, he's been a model of consistency, working through his grades, and yeah, like he's run against some of probably the best 4 and 5-year-olds. Obviously, going around in the Melton Plate last week was first class, I thought, after carrying a flat tyre for the last 500 or 600 metres of the race. So yeah, he's in great order, and tonight you just couldn't have scripted it any better. Had a great run through, and pace was on, as you say, and yeah, the horse did the rest.
And it turned out to be a great move, because the tempo was on from the word go, and it really gave you the chance to have the last shot at him, Keza, and she didn't let you down.
No, she didn't. She, like I said last week, she came off the sit and got home really good, and she's got good speed. I thought if we don't use it in the start, because we couldn't cross the lead with the speed inside, I don't think, and it worked out well. They went a little bit silly early, and she settled not too far back in the small field helped with that. Didn't have to pull out because nothing was coming. So, yeah, she got up straight quite good. She got the line nice and strong. Rishi's the poor thing. He does all the work and he just gets pipped, but she did a good job to get past him because he's very strong.
What a run.
Yeah, no, she went good. She was a bit naughty at the start. She probably my fault a little bit. I let her head go and she just rolled out of it, which I thought after I took a while to get down, I had no hope, but she tacked on all right and she was travelling good up the back and nobody seemed to be getting away from me. Yeah, she pulled out and ran up the straight really nice.
Well done. Interesting mare, this one. Where's she at?
No, I just think the fence has been off all night, and that's probably the case. I think had it been a dry track, we probably would have seen a similar result to Shepparton the other night.
Okay, so a bit soft on the inside.
Yeah, it's definitely choppy on the inside, and I think that's why we've seen most of the races, the horses that have been off the track have been hitting the line. And no, she was good. She was. We've been progressively sort of getting better. She's qualified for the mare sprint race coming up, and you know that's what the race we've targeted. And she's progressively got better, and yeah, she's sort of done what she had to tonight. But I think that's mainly the way the track is.